When you think of the best catcher in the MLB, who do you think of? Will Smith, Adley Rutschman, JT Realmuto, maybe even Willson Contreras? Well, I'm guessing not a lot of people said Willson Contreras, but a select few of you may have said his younger brother that plays with Wilson's St. Louis Cardinals division rivals, the Milwaukee Brewers. Of course, I'm talking about William Contreras. Now that could be surprising to people who haven't dove into the stats because William has always been a good player. In his first season playing more than 50 games in 2022, he was named an All-Star while playing for the Atlanta Braves, posting a 136 OPS plus and hitting 20 homers. But his defense was awful, having some of the worst percentiles by a catcher in baseball that season, which is why he was mostly getting platooned by the Braves, which is why they didn't see his full value and only played him in 97 games and decided to ship him to Milwaukee in the 3-team trade that sent Matt Olson to the Braves. Once arriving in Milwaukee, Contreras became the everyday catcher, and we got to see his full potential, with him posting his best season, playing 141 games, and hitting 17 homers with 124 OPS plus. And with becoming a Brewer, he was able to improve his defense massively and becoming more of an all-around player, and not being a liability behind the plate any longer. He posted 84th percentile batting run value and 89th percentile fielding run value. Two very good metrics, which would make him one of the best catchers in the MLB, better than even his brother Wilson, who had signed a 5-year, $87 million deal the year prior with the St. Louis Cardinals, which turned into a shit show on its own. Now, even though William was putting up very good stats, it wasn't like he was the best catcher or even an MVP candidate. That would be wild, right? Well, what if I told you William Contreras might single-handedly be the best catcher in baseball and one of the best players in the MLB right now? If you look at the F4 leaderboards, of course there are huge names up there like Mookie Betts and Shohei Ohtani, but sitting at 4th with 2.6 F4 is William Contreras, which if I told you to guess, I bet you would not have said that he was there. So far this season, William Contreras has a 99th percentile batting run value, with batting percentiles on Baseball Savant that look like this, and the only thing holding William back is two things: his god-awful base running, which is a combination of him being very slow, posting a 24th percentile sprint speed, along with some very questionable base running decisions. Along with this, his framing has taken a massive step back from the 93rd percentile that it was at last year, down to the 5th percentile this year, which would be a combination of a few things: a few new pitchers on their roster, and a change in philosophy from the coaching staff with their new manager and pitching coach. But besides that, if you look at the stats, Contreras leads catchers in almost every stat you could find, with 2.6 F4, which is over a whole point higher than Adley Rutschman at 1.5, while also leading in offensive value with the highest WRC plus at 180, with the best average on base percentage, and WOBA, with the most RBIs at 34, most stolen bases at 3, and the highest walk rate at 11.2%, along with hitting 6 home runs. And even with all this for William, I haven't seen people pointing out just how good he has been, and his name definitely should be floating around in MVP talks. If he can keep up this production and figure out his pitch framing once again, we could be looking at an MVP catcher once again. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.